Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yashai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yashai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yashai. First and foremost, you want to give praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Bethlehem Stone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiyoms in the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Coming out lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 and the one-third men, women, and children, and the confusion of faces. Israelites are scattered among these heathen nations, right? And it's not. This article is from the Daily Express, and it's the equity market lower in 2018, right? And it gives you a chart, of the economy, Asia economy, the North American economy, Latin American economy, and it give it Trinidad and Tobago the economy from 2017 to the end of 2018, right? And it's showing you that it's showing the decline, right? The decline in the economy, right? So it's a major region market performance. It's a major regions market performance 2017 versus 2018, right? USD, right? Which is the US dollar, right? So they have Europe, and the green is the year 2017, and say the bottom there 2017 you read is 2018, right? And red red, this word red also got meanings. Red represent what blood, sin also represent what stop from the traffic light. So all this is spiritual. You understand? Green as gold, right? You understand? So it's a Europe, right? This is Europe, right? 2017 was 23.3%, right? This is the market performance, right? This is the market performance, right? Right? And 2018 is dropped to 17.1%. Asia, right? Ex Japan, right? 38.7% in 2017 and 16.4% in 2018. And they got Latin America at 20.8%, and it dropped to 9.3%. And we see what's going on in Venezuela, Argentina. You see what's going on with the economy, right? US 19.4%, and it dropped to 6.2. And we see we go now with the shutdown, the government shutdown, and we're going now with the taxpayers, the tax refund, their account, their money, their account gonna frozen because of the government shutdown, because of workers being sent home. You understand? So this global economy connect. So it's gonna affect. It's like if you have a cancer in one of your cell, if you treat the cancer, you can damage all the rest of the cell. Like you're driving with a bad shocks. One side the shocks bad. Eventually, if you don't change it, all four shocks will go bad. You understand? So this economy, it connect. There's a global economic collapse coming, right? And this is in Trinidad and Tobago, which year 2017, right? It was 3.4%. Now in 2018 it's 2.6%, right? And last year they closed down the refinery plant, which they used to refine their own gas. Now they importing gas, some refinery gas from Venezuela, which they're gonna pay a tax on that. So gas gonna go up again. Cooking gas gonna go up. Cooking gas gonna go up. Aviation gas, fuel gonna go up. You know, everything gonna start going up because what this when you see these kind of things is the sign of what? Is the death of the currency. You understand? Right? But all this is prophecy because the microchip gotta become monetary. This is the next major prophecy gonna come to pass, which is the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And our beloved Apostle Tahar called is the year of what? The Karakma. You understand? So this gotta happen. This economy gotta collapse, and it's gonna collapse in Trinidad and Tobago. And the brothers over here, the brothers over here from GMS, they've been saying that, hey, Trinidad Tobago be the next Venezuela. You understand? And a lot of you proud niggas over here, you know, I was laughing. We stand up at night. Got that thing in doubles we by over here. You know, a lot of people ain't know about the doubles and thing. A lot don't know about it. It's a kind of like a roti with chana, cucumber. It have like pepper sauce, sweet mango, tamarind. You know, it's a popular thing over here. So we hear this Jake, you know, saying he's selling Venezuela kind of hungry over there, so we could get Venezuela for cheap. And we was looking at the Jake and bug the hell out, not knowing that the so-called Venezuelan is the brother. You understand? The so-called Venezuelan from the tribe of Asher, and the so-called Negroes in the Caribbean island is known as the tribe of Benjamin. Not knowing that this brother, not knowing that the same thing going happening to his brother can come on this side. You know? You understand? So this economy in limbo too, right? It said this week, right? You understand? You not knowing that this economy in limbo. And that these jakes over here, why these jakes over here proud. You understand? They're proud, they're super proud. You understand? It's a set of Satan worshippers over here. You know? You understand? They're super proud. Right now they're preparing for a carnival, right? That's what they're preparing for right now, carnival. Right? He said this week we are at the bourse view the performance of the local and international equity market in 2018, similar to previous year. He said a relatively strong performance by cross-listed stock support the overall market locally, internationally. Most major region posted negative return as investors face a range of concern as investors is why they call it equity market lower in 2018. So these companies they have big concern because the GDP, you know, they're spending more, you understand, and they're bringing in less on the GDP, which is gross domestic product. You understand? So these companies they concern. You understand? That's why this also another prophecy that the grinding gonna cease. A lot of you Israelites over here are gonna get laid off from your jobs. You're gonna lose your jobs, right? It can be total chaos in the island of Trinidad and Tobago, right? Because you niggas over here proud. You understand that y'all is a bunch of atheists. And y'all like to say y'all love God and y'all know God, but most I say y'all draw near to him with your lips, but y'all remove your heart, which is the word heart in Hebrew is la, which is mind. Y'all remove your mind far from the most high. So the most high gonna get you niggas. You understand? Right? It said the Trinidad and Tobago Composite Index TTCI post return of the 2.9% in 2018. He said the performance of the TTCI was driven by the positive return of the cross-listed index, which improved which improved 12.2% in 2018. He said the all TNT index, which he said accounted for approximately 66% of the TTCI declined. It said declined 1.4% in 2018. This has been the trend in recent years, with the TTCI posting a 3-year return of the 12.1%. However, the all TNT index has declined. Let me read back again. With the TTC posting a 3-year return of the 12.1%. He said, however, the all TNT index has declined to 12.5% over the last 3 years, while cross-listed index jumped by an impressive 145.5%. All right. So let me just go across to this. All right. And this economy got to collapse because of prophecy. Right? Because it all boasts more than great, rich, and poor, free, and man to receive a mark, and the mark is the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, and the RFID microchip already in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? It's already in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. If you just put the dots together, I'm gonna show you why the economy gonna collapse, why a lot of you J's gonna lose your jobs. You understand? Right? And the refinery is part of your GDP, which is your gross domestic product. You understand? There's ways make, there's your income. And once you're spending more than your income, your business is gonna collapse. In any business, once you're spending more than where you're making, the business is gonna collapse. Once a company spending more than what they're making, they're gonna start laying off workers. Because they make no sense of paying workers and they making no profit, they're gonna lay off. And this what's gonna happen. Right? This will come in. A lot of you proud niggas gonna be laid off from your jobs. You understand? Grinding gonna get low. Right? He said the IDB, which is in Inter-American Development Bank, right? It's a TNT, which is Trinidad and Tobago, per capita GDP fell between 2007 and 2018. Right? Right? It's He said TNT had third worst per person economic performance in the Americas. He said out of 27 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, TNT placed third to the last in an assignment of its capi, capita per capita gross domestic product GDP performance in 2018, according to the economics from the Latin American Development Bank. Right? Right? This he said according to the economists from the Inter-America Development Bank, right? Um, in an index that measure the change in the pre capita GBT between 2007 and 2018 in 27 countries in the Americas. He said the IDB economists, the IDB economists found that a decline in the standard of living of the average TNT resident was only exceeded by a cellular place, and the cellular some way we store food. He said Venezuela and running and the runner up, the Bahamas, right? So this economy will collapse. right? This economy will collapse. Things gonna keep getting higher and higher, right? Because most of the things are important in this island, right? Most of the things import, and they got big trade war going on between the two biggest economies in the world, which is China and America. You understand? It's the two biggest economy in the world. You understand? And it's trade war. So they're gonna be heavy taxes on things that come into the country. And these nations preparing for war. So when the dock close off, no food not gonna be coming in this place. You understand? No food not gonna be coming in, right? You understand? But what I want to get at, I want to read something because all this leading up into what this economy gonna collapse. This year it gonna get worse and worse. You understand? This they're gonna push more for this microchip because I think it was last year November. I think in mid last year November, there was to start using the the electronic monitoring bracelet on prisoners, right? To test out the system, right? So this system gonna got all hell gonna break loose in this island because no food not gonna be coming into this place, right? The dollar gonna go to inflation. You people not got no food to feed your family. You not got no work. It gonna be total chaos out here. You understand? And all this is prophecy because the RFID microchip is the next major prophecy that will come to pass, right? So I just want to touch on this article. I was trying to find it in the newspaper, but this article that was since 2000 since 2006, and this was in the Newsday newspaper in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand, right? So I'm gonna show you that we're just putting the dots together. I'm gonna show you why this economy gonna collapse because the new monetary fund is a microchip. They're gonna be the new monetary fund. They're gonna have your driver's license, your passport, your medical records, everything you think about. They're gonna be inside. They're gonna use it for open doors, start your car. You understand? Buy and sell, right? But we telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, do not take that chip. Do not take that chip. You understand? Going back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? The chip is our temptation. Do not take that chip. The chip is the mark of the devil, which is the so-called white man. You want to put a chip in, you will control you. You understand? So don't take that chip, right? So we just putting the dots together and show you why this economy gonna collapse in Trinidad and Tobago and worldwide. Not only gonna happen in Trinidad and Tobago, this is gonna go worldwide. Right? This is a global collapse. You understand? This is a global collapse. Right? So let me just right? They say a new type of technology which have the capability of improving healthcare, right? He said traf- traffic, truck problem, and even decreasing crime, right? Even decreasing crime was the heights of a similar hose by the Telecommunication Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, right? You understand? So they can use it to say they can use it to say to track crime. But the chip not gonna stop no crime. You understand? But we tell you don't take no chip. Do not take the chip. You understand? Because you're gonna be a perpetual servitude to the so-called white man. You're gonna turn your chip off when you rebel. You're gonna put you to death. You're gonna fry your brains. You're gonna stop your heart with the chip. You're gonna release the cyanide in the chip and kill you. You understand? So we telling you, Jake, do not take the chip. Right? So back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Right? He said at the Bureau of Standard yesterday, he said He said the microchip. He said a micro. The microcopy chip called radio frequency identification (RFID) chip can also be attached to object, animal, and people, right, to track their location at all time using radio wave or frequencies to track your location at all times. So they're telling you what they're gonna do. And they were since 2000, they were since March 24th of March 2006. This was in the newspaper in Trinidad and Tobago, right? It's it's according to the TATT board chairman, Kali Asani, right? So it is Asanali, yeah, Asanali, right? Asanali. He said the chip has the potential of offering a wide range of personal safety and security solution. This is going to use this much security to deceive you Israelites, right? Solution, and is capable of having a deeper penetration rate than mobile phone. The RFID system can facilitate object-to-object communication, which can impact the creation of a ubiquitous. This is what ubiquitous, going back to the be everywhere, right? A ubiquitous network society. So this chip going to be everywhere, and this is new money. This is going to be the new monetary system, and this is prophecy, right? So he said the creation of a ubiquitous network society. He said Asanali said this will eventually lead to a new demands on telecommunication network, right? He said we true, right? He said we thought the cellular system, just like we through the cellular system and cable television were, he said, were technological revolution, but RFID will revolutionize the whole technology industry. He added, in terms of the security of children. So that you see the use the word again, security of children. You gotta be able to your fucking mind to chip your children. You understand? You gotta be able to your mind, right? Right? He said a TATT compliance analyst, um, Carl Gajar said, when the child leaves the school, either on foot or via vehicle, the network of reader can monitor the child transit. He said, so this goes going to the chip, right? You understand? So this chip, this RFID technology is here in Trinidad and Tobago, all right? I mean, we can go to this. This is Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and this is Act number 11 of 2012, right? And the chip is in the Constitution, right? Chip is in the Constitution, right? It's an act, right? It's an act to make provision for the implementation of a system for the electronic monitoring. This is what they call it, electronic monitoring. You understand? That's why they keep talking about digital money, right? They keep pushing this digital money thing over, going digital, done away with cash, going digital. And you people being conditioned for a very long time, right? Being being conditioned for a very long time with cards, different cards, check, right? Via Visa card, debit card, you know. Now you can shop with your phone. So you people being conditioned for a very long time. So when this technology come, when they implement this RFID chip as a new monetary system, you people gonna take it easy because a lot of y'all gonna be hungry, a lot of y'all gonna be out of job, a lot of y'all gonna be kicked out of your homes, y'all can't pay your bills, you understand? Because y'all put your trust in man, y'all depend on a system. This is a broken system, right? You understand? The debts right now is 184 trillion, and it could be more than that right now, right? 184 trillion, right? This economy finished that we know of. This economy that we know of, it's finished, right? And it can get worse and worse, right? So they're gonna implement this microchip and they call it, right? They said the act to provide the act to make a provision for the implementation, yeah, implementation of a system for electric monitoring in Trinidad and Tobago and for related matters, right? So this is the chip, right? The electronic monitoring, right? You see, whereas it is in, enacted by Section 13, he said, of the Constitution, he said that an act of Parliament to which that section apply may expressly declare that it shall have effect, which we're gonna have effect, this electronic monitoring, which is the RFID microchip, right? The electronic, right? It's um yeah, it shall have effect even though inconsistent with section 4 or 5. So section 4 or 5 is just so-called so-called privilege, you know. Yes, it is so-called private privacy, you know. You could make a choice of what school you want your children to go to, how you want your children to grow up. You know, these so-called, these little so-called privilege you got, this chip gonna take all away, right? It's gonna take away all your privilege that we have, right? Because you people are not free. You got privilege. It's the difference between freedom and privilege, right? It said, declare that it shall have effect even though inconsistent with section 4 and 5 of the Constitution, and if any act does so declare, it shall have effect accordingly, right? So according to the Constitution, the whole law not supposed to override these two, 4 and 5, right? But what, the electronic monitoring override it, right? The RFID microchip override it, right? So we got criminals as prime minister and president, and they work for Satan, which is the so-called white man. They in Satan pocket. They are Satan puppets, right? Um, so let us go, right? This is the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, right? The Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and this act was from 1976, right? Right. Let me see. Come down, right? Right. Yeah. So the current of prophecy. Yeah, this Trinidad and Tobago economy, as you people know, that you Israelites over, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, this economy gonna collapse. God is prophecy. You know, one the Jake on the plantation this morning, you know, he come in, he was talking about the phone card, a digital phone card, at $20 digital phone card. He said right now it's $22 to censor it, right? And I show the article in newspaper. I say, hey, it can get worse than that. And the boss man said, no, don't let me speak that. Let me speak better than that. I said, hey, Trinidad like Venezuela. He said, no, don't speak that, man. Speak better than that. I said, wait, me don't speak that. I said, this is what the article saying it. The economy in shambles. I said they closed down the refinery, which is bringing your income. You refine your own gas. Now you gotta go buy gas to bring in gas. We ain't gotta pay a tax on it, and then you ain't gotta raise the people cooking gas. Cooking gas gonna go up. Bus fare, taxi fare gonna go up. Aviation fare gonna go up. You understand? So he asked me, so what the government should do? I said there's nothing they can do because this is prophecy. This is prophecy. This economy will collapse. And the Jake that's mad because they love Egypt. They love Egypt. They don't want to go home. They love being slaves. They love being oppressed. They don't want to go home. You know. That's why y'all bashing y'all gonna destroy two-thirds of our people. Two-thirds of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they are gonna be destroyed because y'all love hell. Y'all love being slaves. Y'all don't want to be a prince. Why think the most I do the name Israel, which in the Hebrews Yasharallah, which is he prince of the Most High, he prince of God, or he prince of the power. They don't want to be the prince of the power. They want to be fucking servants. Understand? Right? So let me read for me, right? There's a whole list, but let's go to the point, right? It mentions section 4 and 5, right? So let me just go to the let me just go to the point. He said chapter 1, he said the recognition and protection of fundamental human rights and freedom, right? Human rights and freedom. So it says over here, right? It's the Act of Parliament to which that section apply may expressly declare that it shall have effect, even though inconsistent with section 4 and 5 of the Constitution, right? You understand? If any act does so declare, it shall have effect accordingly, right? So the chip, when you take the chip, you have no privacy. The devil can do you we want, he can do you. Right? They can do you what they want with the chip, they can control you, they can destroy you. You understand? Right? It said the rights of enshrined, right? Enshrined. You understand? When you go into the word enshrined, right? It said to preserve or cherish something as though in a shrine, something as though in a shrine to preserve or contain, especially with some reverence. You understand? With some reverence, right? Let me see. Let me see what Google. Let me see what Google say with it. Right? You understand? Right? It's a place or reverse or precious object inappropriate receptible, right? Um, it's a preserve a right, tradition, or idea in a form that ensure it will be protected and respected. You understand? The word enshrine, right? Right. So we go back to right. He said the right to enshrine. He said it is hereby recognized and declared that in Trinidad and Tobago there has exist and shall continue to exist without discrimination by reason of race, origin, color, religion, or sex, following the fundamental human rights and freedom, namely the right of an individual to life, liberty, security of a person, and enjoyment of property and rights, right? It says, and not to deprive thereof except by due process of law. right? Uh, let me come down, right? Let's select here, right? It's the right of an individual to equality before the law and the protection of the law, right? Let me go to let me go to 5, right? It said this is section 5. It said except as is otherwise expressly provided in this chapter. It said, and in section 54, no law may abrogate, abridge, or infringe, right? Or authorize the obligation, abridgment, or infringement of any of the right and freedom. He said, herein before recognized and declared, right? So let me go into some of these words, right? Abridgment, right? He said the action of abridging a text, a shortening version of a large work, right? So it means shortening something, right? Me cutting something not we're not supposed to, right? We go to the word infringement, right? Say infringement, the action of breaking the term of a law, agreement, etc., violation, the action of breaking the term of a law, agreement, etc., and violation. So when you take the chip, you got no privacy. You're gonna be a total complete robot. They're gonna control everything about you, every single thing. As soon as you rebel, you're gonna turn off your chip. You got no food, you can't get no work, nothing. You understand that they're gonna put you to death. And you take the chip, you're gonna be put to death by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Revelation 14, 9 and 10. Right? So all this adding up, all this leading up to what? The microchip, right? It leading up to the microchip, right? You understand? This will lead up to the microchip. So we just telling you, Israelite, do not take the chip. Abrogate. It said repeal or do away with a law, right, or formal agreement. You understand? It said repeal or do away with a law, right, or formal agreement. You understand? They're not supposed to cancel that. They're not supposed. So hey, right. But like I said, this whole economy thing, it leading up to what the RFID microchip, right? Because it is prophecy. You understand? It is prophecy. The chip gonna become what mandatory when this economy collapse, right? Like I said, the grinding gonna get low, right? The grinding gonna get low. You understand? Hey, shalom to the brother coming boy, shalom to Ban Yom Yah, which is brother Kwana, shalom Akia Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakadash. Greatness to favor brother Yashumayo, hey, brother from Jamaica, shalom Akia Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakadash Rakadam. Right? So yeah, so this is gonna happen. This economy gonna collapse, and this so-called year 2019, things gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. You understand? Things gonna get real worse. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of you gonna be laid off from your jobs. You understand? Because these companies are gonna be making no money, right? They're not gonna be making no money, so they're not have money to pay all these workers. So they're gonna look to start cutting workers. So you see a lot of people losing a job. A lot of people getting kicked out of the apartment. A lot of people like getting cut off the work, getting cut off because they ain't got money to pay the bill. A lot of things are gonna go. A lot of things the accounts and things going to arrest because what they're not gonna make any money to pay these bills. And a lot of you Jakes, you live in deliciously. I mean, so like you live in beyond your income. You understand? A lot. Hey, I could be a witness of that. Jakes has lived beyond the income. There's live beyond with the making. And that's fucked up. You understand? My grandmother always said, don't hang your hat where your hand can't reach. And that's how Jakes live. You know? I'm not saying all the Jakes, majority Jakes live like that. Beyond the means. Beyond with the making. You understand? Right? So all this is prophecy. Right? All this is prophecy. This is get some precept. Yeah, precept. This is yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. Yes, so this vision is going into what the RFID make a chip because they're gonna collapse this economy, right? This economy that y'all know about in the island of Trinidad and Tobago and around the world, they're gonna collapse. Why I think we're seeing these tariff war, America putting sanctions on these nations? Why I think you're seeing arms race? Why I think you see nations focusing on building missile and not focusing on developing the a matter of fact, let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it precept. Let me get it precept. Right? So you can understand what I'm really trying to say. All right, let me get it. All right. You know, the money these nations supposed to put back into the economy, they're using it to what prepare for war. Right? And when these docks close off, no boat not gonna be coming to Trinidad to bring no goods. You understand? They're not gonna bring now no goods not gonna be coming in. Right? This is why we tell you Israel, get your house in order. Get yourself in order, repent and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Because hell, what coming there? If it's not the covenant Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're gonna be destroyed. Right? This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. He said, proclaim he this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And right now, Russia and Venezuela and Cuba and Brazil president announced on watching an RT video with the brother Mashak from GMS Ghana post up that Venezuela president allowing America to set up a base in there. You understand? They can set up a base in Brazil, and Russia got a base right in Venezuela. And Iran supposed to send a so like a warship to Venezuela. So this place you got soldiers. When the war break out, they got soldiers. They got fighting on this island here too. They got fire troop on this island. All hell about to break loose in this place. And these dumb niggas out there preparing for carnival. What the scripture say? Right? Let me get it. Let me get it say quick. Let me read it. Let me continue this and I get the scripture, right? Verse 10, it said, beat your plowshare into sword and your permanent hook into spear. So your plowshare and your permanent, because we're using for your agriculture. Right? That's what used it for. So the money they're making for develop the strengthen the economy, you know, to make money, they're taking the money and put into what? Arms. Right? They're taking money, put into arms, the building, the defense, the missile defense system, and the building ICBM missile. Because they prepare for World War III. As a matter of fact, we are already in World War III. Because when America invaded Iraq, there was the beginning of World War III. Right? So he said, beat your plowshare into sword and your permanent hook into spear. Let the weak say I'm strong. So they're using the money we're supposed to put back into with the making Let's put back into the economy, develop the economy, to put into what? Missiles, preparing for war. You understand? Right? To read back this again. This is Habakkuk chapter 3, verse chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. He said, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, the chip will become mandatory. You understand? The economy will collapse. The dollar will go to inflation, right? Look at Venezuela. There's one in the top five oil producing country. You understand? Or one of the top 10. One of the top 10 oil producing country, their economy collapsed because America puts heavy sanction on them. And their economy collapsed because they turn away from the US dollar. You understand? Their economy collapsed. So what you think Trinidad economy can stand up and these little islands? No, everything gonna collapse. Look what's going on in America right now. The government shut down by the beginning of ending of January into February. The money that they have for food stamp gonna run out. And over 38 million people who are 28 million people who on the food stamp, they're gonna be cut off from food stamp. You understand? These people who do the tax refund for the new year, you understand? They don't know if they're gonna receive the money. You understand? So the stage is set. The economy, these devil ready to crash the economy because what the most I put in the spirit to do it, because the chip gotta become monetary. There's no coincidence our beloved Apostle Tahar said this year of Karakma. You understand? This is year of Karakma. Right? You understand? And like I mentioned just now, the scripture said that just as in the day of Noah, you understand? So like just like as in the day of Noah, so shall it be in the day of the Son of Man. You understand? Right? Hey, Shalom to two witnesses, brother Bayram, Shalom Akia Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakadash. You understand? So you dumb niggas obey and get caught with your pants down. Because you ask past and see the prophets out on the highways and byways. You ask walk past with your woman, drive past with your woman. And you ask God a lot of mocking and scoffing. You understand? A lot of you women proud. Right? So like I said, these retarded jakes will be preparing for what? Preparing for carnival. Right? They are the train on the flesh. Right? Right? So this what they're preparing for. Right? Um this is let me see if I find it. This is Matthew chapter 24. Salakia. Yeah, Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. He said, but as the days of Noah, he said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. He said, for as in the day that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage. And this is what they're doing right now. They prepare for the feast. You understand? This is what they're preparing for because Saturnalia is carnival is part of Saturnalia too. So when you radio, you put on the radios, everybody just jumping, jamming, jumping, jamming, jumping, wet, wet, wet. They spread it in. And the economy it leaning. It have nothing to brace up, it leaning. You understand? And these jig jumping, jumping, jamming, jamming, jamming. And this is what scripture say. That's how y'all gonna be catch. Y'all gonna be catch with your pants down. Right? It's he said, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. He says, so shall also the coming Son of Man be. You understand? This is going to happen. This is going to happen to these jakes. You understand? These jakes can get catch with the pants down. Right? You can get catch with the pants down. You got to not taking heed. You understand? They're not listening to the man of the Lord on the highways and byway. You understand? They're not listening. So they can catch with the pants down. You understand? The brother witness, the brother Byram, he said, Lord God to bring some serious calamity because these people proud can as hell have no border over their corrupted mouth. Hey, that's the spirit up. You understand? This is the spirit. One of the Jake this morning coming on the plantation and he was talking about the phone card. The phone card, we used to pay $20 for a 20 diesel phone card. And he come this morning complaining. He said the phone card is $22.50 now. And I showed the article, why do the video now? And I showed the article. And I read the article. I say, yo, this place is gonna get like Venezuela. And the boss man said, man, don't speak that, man. Speak better than that. I said, we mean don't speak that. This is what about to happen. I said, you have closed down the refinery. Right? The government closed down the refinery, which they refine their own gas to go and import gas from Venezuela. Tell me if it don't make any sense. And they gotta pay a tax on it. So people gonna gotta pay extra on cooking gas. People gotta pay extra on taxi fare, bus fare, aviation fare. Right? She turned and asked me what the government should do. I said nothing they could do. This is prophecy. The economy gotta collapse. And he was sour because he loved Egypt. You understand? He was just totally sour. But nothing they could do. You understand? That's why we exhort you Israelites, you the elect, take heed, repent, and turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This not only can be in Trinidad and Tobago, this is gonna be worldwide because the economy connect. It's a global economy connect. You understand? When America collapse, all this place gonna feel it, and before America collapse, these little islands gonna feel it. Because goods not gonna be coming in. These people preparing for war. They're preparing for war, so they hold back the food, they're preparing for war. You understand? Right? The brother to witness Ecclesiastes 22:27. Who shall set a watch before my mouth and a seal of wisdom upon my lips, that I fall not suddenly by them? He said, and that my tongue destroy me not can. And a lot of these jigs that come and destroy them because the scripture saying in James, the tongue that let a member that kept the fire. The most I said the beast is tame. You understand? But no man can tame the tongue. You understand? That Yapa precept. That Yapa precept. He says, shake my goddamn head. This is why the judgment is around the corner. Can. Yeah, this will real proud. You understand? Brother to witness Proverbs 17. Proverbs 7 and 16. I have decked my bed with the covering of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. Done. You understand? So they put a trust in Egypt, and Egypt crumbling. Egypt crumbling. You understand? Egypt crumbling. Right? Yeah, they're gonna these people, all the job they put a trust in. You understand? Especially these jakes, they know who got these upper class jobs. You understand? You understand? These jakes got these upper class jobs. The brother Banyom Yan, the brother Quana, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. He said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And hey, that Yapa precept. And the perilous time gonna go up. Economy gonna collapse. Right? They got famine, a great famine gonna be in the land, a great famine gonna be in the land. You understand? Because the most I say you're gonna eat your children. You understand? You're gonna eat your wife, you're gonna eat your mothers. You understand? It's gonna be a great famine. And this is a Yapa judgment on you, wicked Israelite, because you are proud. And this is spirit. It's the spirit because you people out here full of pride. You understand? Right? So you got famine, right? They got race war, they got martial law, they can bring you microchip, right? They got World War III, right? And Venezuela, Russia got base right in Venezuela, right in Cuba right there. Now America got a base. America got a base right in Venezuela. America got a base right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So we people think gonna happen? Venezuela is only 7 to 10 miles away from Trinidad. We people think gonna happen when all hell break loose. But no, y'all wanna do? Y'all prepare for carnival. Y'all wanna jump, 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 jump. They gotta say the same Trinidad. If the bill is shaking, they're still jamming. I wanna see when the economy collapse. When there's no food, I wanna see you motherfucker jump. I wanna see y'all still jump. Because you Israelites, y'all are rebellious. Two-thirds of y'all are rebellious and wicked. You understand? So I wanna see y'all jump. Yakal Ban Yasharala Yakov precept. Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Many great misery. The key word is many. Many great misery gonna be done to you niggers. You understand? And they can start with y'all getting laid off from your jobs. Y'all can't afford to pay the landlord. You understand? Because the scripture don't tell you like how to be, no. The scripture don't tell you be as pilgrim on the earth, no. You understand? Because we can get put out we apartment too. Because we can't pay we bills. But the scripture tell you to be as pilgrim on the earth. Right? You understand? Let me get it to you. Right? You understand? Right? The scripture tell you to be as pilgrim on the earth. Right? Let me get it to you. Right? This is Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 40. Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. So the men, the Lord preparing for this battle. You understand? Because if the economy collapse, we know what's gonna happen. The landlord still want you rent. He not gonna want you to live there for free. You understand? Right? You can't go to the grocery because they not got no food. This place don't have this grocery in this island between Trinidad and Tobago. They don't have more than 2 day food. When all hell break loose, these people gonna rush to the grocery to buy food. And then got long line like we see in Venezuela. Long line. And no food that gonna be coming in. And now you proud men and women, y'all gonna got eating from the garbage. Just like what happening in Venezuela. Eating from the garbage, eating out the trade. The most I gonna bring your pride low. The most I gonna make y'all eat your children. Eat your clothes. You women gonna eat all them weave for y'all got in your head. Right? Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 40 says, oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evil, be even as pilgrim upon the earth. So yeah, we can be on foot. We can be on foot. You understand? The most high condition our mind for the battle. You people not conditioning for the battle. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, you tutor, you not conditioning yourself for the battle. You in a more spirit. You understand? You so-called Trinidad prepare for carnival. You are not preparing and conditioning yourself for the battle about to come. So y'all gonna catch with your pants down. You understand? Y'all gonna catch with your pants down. Right? The brother Ban Yom Yan, he put up Isaiah 31. He said, woe to the rebellious children. Can't destruction. Woe mean destruction to the rebellious children. Just to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian and Caucasian faces. Right? You Israelite. Right? Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me. Y'all take counsel from the devil, which is the so-called white man. Y'all don't take counsel from the Most High. Y'all eat from the tree, eating from the tree of death. Right? The tree of death is the so-called white man. Right? And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. So y'all cover the philosophy of the so-called white man. Y'all don't cover the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is the holy scriptures. The leg gonna be covered with the spirit. This is the spirit you Israelites need to be covered with the holy scriptures. Right? Not covered with Christianity or Islam or black consciousness or you use African or use Kemet or use Nubian or you making money. This is the covering that you Israelites cover with, two-thirds of you Israelites. Right? You gotta be covered with the Holy Spirit. Right? He said, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. And what is sin? Sin is a transgression in the law. You understand? Right? Right? Yeah, so let me just get this one because you people are gonna lose your jobs. Right? People are gonna lose your jobs. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 1. He said, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw near, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So in the evil days, you are not got no pleasure in it. Because you're gonna be in straight. You're gonna be in a position of difficulties in the evil days. That's why you gotta remember the creator in the day of thy youth. Because you're not gonna have no pleasure in the famine. You're not gonna have no pleasure in the pestilence. You're not gonna have no pleasure when you're being put to death. Women being ravished. Kind of eating your own children, eating your own man, your own mother, your own father. It's not got pleasure in those things. You understand? So hey, remember the creating day of thy youth. Now it's time to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Indian, because the door of repentance open. Right? It said, while the sun or the light or the moon or the star be darkening, nor the clouds return after the rain. So the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua not gonna be out there. The most I can take him men out of the streets. YouTube gonna be shut down. All these videos gonna be taken down. So you dumb niggas not gonna got no answer. Because the time when the Most High was speaking, y'all was ignoring the Most High. You understand? Y'all was ignoring Yahweh Hashem Yahushua when he was speaking. Right? Verse 3, he said, in the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble, which is the system in Trinidad and Tobago gonna tremble. You understand? They're gonna tremble. And right now you see James being oppressed. They got a law to bring out start January 4th. Is that they gotta do an inspection of your vehicle and you gotta pass the inspection. I mean you gotta got proper tire, the engine gotta be working, everything gotta be up to standard. You understand? And if you don't pass the inspection, you can get a $5,000 ticket. And a lot of jigs out there, the vehicle cannot pass the inspection. So when they're driving now, the guy drive and hope they don't get catch. And when they get catch, it's $5,000 ticket to get it. Because they have no money to bring the car to the standard. So the oppressing jigs being oppressed on all sides. Jigs women, the women them got them in court for child support. You understand? They in and out that job. So it can get worse and worse out there. I was standing there, one of the brother Coro, he was telling me, he was standing there, I think he neighbor, and he said, "Boy, this place getting real sticky." Because this is slang we would use in the island. It's thing getting real sticky out there. It's just crime and more crime, robbery after robbery. And we still could go and buy a meal. We still could get a little job there and where, and it still got level robbery. So you just imagine when the dollar reaches inflation, when there's no food, when there's no lights, when there's no police service. You just imagine what can happen. You understand? He said in the day, Ecclesiasticus 12:1, he said, in the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble, and the store and the strong men bow down themselves. Yeah, these strong men gonna tremble. You understand? He said, and the grinding ceased because they are few. What's the grinding? Jobs. That's another slang we use. Hey, boy, I know come from the grinding, boy. I know we're gonna grind. Grinding is the jobs. The grinding gonna get low because these companies are gonna make no money. So they're gonna lay off workers. They don't make no sense they're making no money to pay the workers. They're gonna lay off workers. And they're gonna keep a portion where they can pay. You understand? So this is what gonna happen. This year you can see a lot of this year. A lot of people gonna be laid off from the jobs. You understand? Right? He said, and the grinding ceased because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the song of the grind is low. Job, song of the grind is low, and he shall rise up as the voice of God, and all the daughter of music shall be brought low. You understand? So I like your Marshall Montana, Bungie and all them these so-called celebrities, they're gonna be brought low because the people they're gonna be taught they're not gonna no merit. You cash your paper money, they're not gonna no value. You can't eat your paper money when they got no food. You can't eat gold when they got no food. You can't eat your car when they got no food. You understand? So take heed. Things gonna get worse and worse and worse. This economy not gonna get better. This is the end of the so-called white man rulership. This is the destruction of the so-called white man kingdom. Trinidad and Tobago is the providence of the so-called white man. Right? You understand? So things gonna get worse. Right? Things gonna get worse. Right? Because this chip gotta become mandatory, which is the RFID microchip. Right? You understand? This chip gonna become mandatory. Right? Let me get this one in. This is Genesis. Right? Yeah, this is Genesis 47 verse 15. He said, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for money faileth? Right? Hey, are we in spiritual Egypt today? Right? America is known as spiritual Egypt, Revelation 11 and 8. Spiritual Egypt and Saddam, right? And Trinidad and Tobago is a providence of spiritual Egypt. You understand? Because America have a garrison here. America have an embassy, it says a garrison. America have a US base right here. You understand? So this talking about spiritual Egypt, and this is what gonna happen. Money gonna fail, as we know the fiat currency. Because real money is silver and gold. But we spend fiat currency, which is notes, which is monopoly money, which is not real money. But they're gonna fail because the elites pushing the agenda, the new world order agenda, which is the most high program, the most high put the spirit to do it, because it's judgment. You understand? It's judgment for the so-called white man and this heathen nation and to toward our people. You understand? To toward the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Indian is judgment. The most high gonna repay all his enemy. And to toward our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the most high enemy. You so-called white people are the most high number one enemy. You are the heathen nation and the most high enemy. So the most high gonna repay you for your evil deeds. That's why we telling you so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American. You're right. You're right. All these niggas wanna do this island is jump and jump, jump and jump, jump and wave. And everything is a skin teach for them. That's why we tell them the spirit, they all are still children in the spirit. They are childish. You understand? They are still children in the spirit. That's why they act like how they acted. Scripture said the children rise up to eat and to play. And this is spirit JK of more spirit. It's all about a fet and a fet and a fet and a fet. Not even looking to see what's going on around us around it. You understand? So money gonna feel. So when you got all this dollar bill, all this cash on you, when there's no food, how you eat it? How you eat it? You understand? Right? Uh, this is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 10. He said, and it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. So hills represent governments too, like mountains and hills. You understand? So it's gonna be a great crashing. This economy gonna crash. It's gonna be a great cry. You understand? He said, "Howl, howl, he inhabitant of Maktesh, for all the merchant people, for all the merchant people." You understand? All the merchant people gonna be cut off. Right? He said, for all the merchant people, right, are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. So all these jobs gonna close down. You understand? They're gonna close down. It's gonna be total chaos out there. Right? Total chaos. And they got foreign troop training for this. They already prepared for this. You understand? They already prepared and waiting. Because this is the push. All this is the push leading up to the RFID microchip, which is the year of Karakma. You understand? Right? This is Zechariah chapter 8, verse 10. He said for before these days there was no hire for a man. And this is gonna happen, there's not no hire for a man. You're not gonna work out here. You got everything gonna collapse. Everything gonna collapse. Right? Zechariah 8 and 10. For before these days there was no hire for a man, nor any hire for a beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in, because of the affliction. So now got no peace. You understand? Whatever little food you gotta defend it, because your neighbor gonna come with the sword to kill you and take your food. You see, a lot of you people is wasting food, wasting water, you waste your juice, and these same thing you're gonna be killing each other for. The same thing that y'all wasting, the same thing y'all making style. Oh, I don't want to eat that. I don't want that. Let me go and buy a Subway. And let me go and buy a McDonald's. And all these things gonna be cut off. And the food that y'all wasting and making style of is exactly what y'all gonna be killing each other for. Because this is judgment. This is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Zechariah 8 and 10, he said for before, Zechariah chapter 8 verse 10. He said, for before these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in, because of the affliction. For I will set all men, every one against his neighbor. And this is what will happen. Because of the lack of bread, they are going to kill each other. You understand? Because of the lack of bread. Right? They are going to kill each other. Right? Let me get this one in Psalms. Right? Yeah, y'all gonna kill each other because of the lack of bread. Right? This is Psalms 101. Yeah, Psalms 107 verse 30. Yeah, Psalms 107 verse 34. He said the fruitful land. He said a fruitful land into. Let me start from verse 33. He said he turned rivers into a wilderness, and the water spring into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness. So the fruitful land got turned into barrenness. You know, you could go the road, you could buy your KFC, you could buy your doubles, you could buy your Royal Castle, you got variety option to get your food, right? Variety, you can go into the market, get your greens, get your vegetables, you know. You got many options. But the most I say what? A fruit Psalms 107 verse 34, a fruitful land into barrenness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. And this is what the most I can do. The most I can bring a drought on this land. He's gonna bring a drought because of the wickedness. Right? You got LGBTQTW whoever walk around this place being prideful. Yeah, there we had in class with the Yakim song in tongue, right? 144, 144 p.m. Right? Be in tongue. You understand? And these Jakes, these Israelite, Judah, pull up. Three or four of them, full-fledged faggot no. How can I take no selfie together no full-fledged faggot, young men. You understand? And they walk around this island fighting for rights. Winning case in court to get rights so they can walk around this place. Lesbian, transgender. You understand? I set unjust laws, idol worshiping, men and women committing adultery as a sport and making fun and speaking proud about it. So the most I gonna bring great judgment to this island. Great judgment. Great judgment the most I gonna bring. So the most I gonna make a fruitful land into barrenness because of the wickedness. Because of the wickedness. Right? You understand? Because of the wickedness. Right? You people think this is a joke. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai don't play. Right? He don't play. Most I don't play. Right? Let me get this. This is yeah, most I don't play. This Psalm 105 for 60 more be called for the famine upon the land. He breaketh the whole staff of the bread. So the most I call for famine on the land. And this is what will happen in this island. You understand? A lot of you gonna die from hunger. So take heed, swallow your pride, and acknowledge your sin and turn back. You understand? You understand? The most I see can send a drought on this land. Right? Yeah, so take heed. Right? Let's go find a precept. Right? Let's go find this precept. God, the most I see can send a drought. Right? Right? This is this is Haggai chapter 1 verse 11. It said, and I call for a drought upon the land, so the Most High can call for a drought upon the land, right? He said, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands. So the Most High can call a drought on your food, on your jobs, on everything. The Most High can call a drought on. You understand? All these things the Most High can call a drought on. Right? So this is what coming. And all these things gotta happen for is the microchip gotta be mandatory, right? And you niggas gonna kill each other because there is no food. Most I can show you our true nature. Most I can show tutorial China Israel the true nature, and these are the heathen. You can see your true nature because y'all are beasts. Right? So we can see your true nature. And these Jake walk around here Trinidad to be like I said, love in the house, love in the house. Let me see you show your brother love when there's no food. Because right now you're having food. But you're still killing each other in the ghetto. But yesterday you're saying love in the house. And then on top of it, you have boast of it. You have boast, but I take a ghost last night. You have boast about it. Right? The second is just chapter 15. Let me start from verse 14. So woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and sword in their hands. Right? And they're going into race war. Right? He said, for there shall be sedition among men, there will be rebellion among men. Right? And invading one another, and they shall not regard a king nor a prince. They are not going to regard Rowley and your prime minister. These people are hungry, you can see the true color. When they can't feed the children, you can see the true color. When they can't get a drink of water or a piece of bread, you can see the true color. Right? He said, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because you see, you live in Shogunas, and you might want to go into Kuva because Kuva might got food. You can't go. You can't pass to go there. You understand? Because of the violence in the streets. Because of the troops, the martial art troops in the streets. Looking to pick you all up and run you all up in FEMA camp and chip you out with the microchip. Right? He said verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. And this island, you understand? These JK, they're prideful. They're prideful, especially these fucking Christians, man. Always with a smile on the face. Like if there's anything to smile about. Our people being oppressed, our people being beat down. Our women is the biggest hoes on the planet. They have no shame. Our men is faggots. Beat down, weak. And these men walk around, these Christians walk around smiling and smile on the face. There is nothing to smile about. You understand? There's nothing to smile about. Right? He said, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And men shall be afraid. Right? The Most High said, you men gonna be like women. You men gonna be like women. You understand? Like women. This is what you men gonna be. Like women. Let me get that. Right? You men gonna be like women. All the pride y'all have. Y'all gonna cry more than them bitches. All them, hey, we hard man, but there's another slang that's used in the island. Hard man or wet man. You understand? Good talk. You understand? Grimy. You understand? Right? This is Isaiah 19 and 50. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch or rush may do. So they're not gonna work for Egypt, which means spiritual Egypt. Right? Verse 16, in that day shall the Egyptians be like unto women. You Babylonian, you're gonna be like unto women. You understand? You're gonna be like unto women, right? He said, and it shall be afraid, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hands of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh hosts, which he shall shake over it. You understand? Which he shall shake over it. You are going to be shaken when the Most High bring hell and destruction in this place. He said, and the land of Judah, which is you so-called Negroes, West Indians and Haitians, and the land of Judah shall be a terror. You understand? Right? Unto Egypt, every one that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid of himself, because of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh hosts, which he had determined against it. You understand? So the Most High gonna bring judgment to this place. Guys, y'all are proud, right? So you men gonna be like bitches in those days. Can you understand? And get that brothers precept when he comes for there just up. Apparatus up. You understand? Right? Me let me get this next one. I think is Leon, right? Also, I said these men gonna be like bitches. Let's see if I get it. Right? Let's go find it. Right? Yeah, find it. This is what y'all about Shem Yahshua. This is Nehemiah chapter 3, verse 12. It said, all thy strongholds shall be like fig tree with the force ripe with a force ripe fig. If they be shaken, they shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gate of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars. So these men out there gonna be like women. They're gonna be like women. They're gonna cry like bitches. You understand? This is how y'all gonna be. Right? Back in second Ezra chapter 15, verse verse 18. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and men shall be afraid. He said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. He said, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. You understand? So they're gonna kill each other because of bread. Right? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be killing each other because of bread. And all this gonna lead up to the microchip. Right? To the microchip. Right? Yes, some of the brothers precept, the brother put up Amos, brother Kwana, which is Banyam Yan. Amos 8:11, behold, the day comes, said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst of water, but of hearing the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, and the famine coming, right? Because YouTube gonna be shut down. You're not gonna be able to come in the comment go and scarf again and speak all kind of manner even on your voice note, on Instagram, on Facebook. You understand? All are gonna be taken away, right? All are gonna be taken away. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. You are not gonna find it because you despise it. You understand? You despise when I was hearing it, you turn away your shoulder, you don't want to hear the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. What you do? You turn away your shoulder. So you are gonna be judged for that. There are no delight in the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The brother to witness Jeremiah 12:12. He said the spoiler are come up on all high places. The spoiler is the so-called white man. You understand? He said the spoiler are come up upon all high places. He said through the wilderness, for the sword of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall devour from the one end of the land even to the other end of the land. He said, no flesh shall have peace. No flesh shall have peace. You understand? This soul is the so-called white man. And he gonna have his troop on this island of Trinidad and Tobago, and they're gonna put you niggas to death. Because there's a most high judgment. This is why we tell you Israel get right. When this economic collapse, there's gonna be total chaos out there. And not for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. We don't know how long this is gonna be. So we telling you Israelite men, you Israelite women, get right. Get right. Listen to the men of the Lord, take heed and repent. Anything in sight will be eatable for man. Can anything in sight can be eatable for man. Just like when they besieged Samaria, a donkey head, they were eating donkey head and dove dung. You understand? Right? Shalak Yahushai. He said, two witnesses, and these Old Testament dudes getting more and more wicked, vile, and things scoffing and mocking. Yeah, because there's a lot up. There's a lot. You understand? There's a lot. Right? That's why they act like there's a lot. So we tell you people, hey, get right. Because this destruction coming, get right. Right? And like I mentioned earlier, I just lead up to what the microchip. Right? The microchip. It's going to the microchip. Because the RFID microchip are already in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. It's already inside there. And the Prime Minister gonna give the okay when it can become mandatory. You understand? When all hell break loose in this place, and then these devils gonna come and say, no, you want back to society how it's supposed to be. You want back your job, you want back your apartment, your comfort. A lot of you niggas gonna take that chip. Because you dumb niggas, your woman gonna cause you to take that chip. Because y'all worship these women, so your woman gonna cause you to take the chip. Because she can't bear no straight. So she gonna be hungry, the children gonna be hungry, she gonna push you to go and get a chip. You understand? A lot of you men gonna be put to death. You Israelite men. You understand? And you heathens. Right? This is Revelation chapter 30, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And this word, this mark is the RFID microchip. You understand? This is gonna be the new monetary system, which is the RFID microchip. This is gonna be the new monetary system. They're gonna done away with cash. Right now they condition you people to don't spend cash. That's why you have a bank card. That's why you can shop with your phone. That's why you have digital transaction. It's all about conditioning you people. So when they make this microchip mandatory as a new monetary system, you people are gonna take it and they're gonna use all these different superstars to promote this microchip. And they're gonna use all the miracles with this technology to show you can open doors, you can start your car, you can turn on your light with this chip, right? You it's called it what's the word human transliteration, something like that. Right? You understand? I think it's human transliteration or something like that. Not transliteration, human the word that coming to my head right now. Like in the movie Transcender or something like that. Right? So they're gonna use they're gonna use it for that. Right? To do these miracles. You know? And these people in the society are lazy. Mentally and physically, they're lazy. Right? Revelation 13 and 18. Revelation 13, 17. And that no man might buy or sell. And that no man might buy or sell. So they're not using cash. You understand? They're not using cash. So no man, they said that, and that no man might buy or sell, save that had the mark, which is the chip, which is RFID microchip. This word mark go back to Karamba. You understand? Right? Which is an incision, the imprint, right? A mark, right? He said, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You understand? So this is gonna be the new monetary system. We telling you Jake's gonna take this. So this economy gotta collapse. It gotta collapse, and this economy gonna get worse and worse. Worse and worse it can get. You understand? So this gotta collapse. Right? Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast is in military structure, right? Which is Esau military, which is Esau military structure, NATO and the EU, right? And his image go back to his ordinances, his philosophy, the one world order, right? You want to walk in this man image, you want to be a part of this man system, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be destroyed, right? And receive his mark, which is the RFID microchip, in his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which means indignation means his righteous anger, right? And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. You understand? So the outshine, the angel will be up in his chariots and they'll be burning you niggas up while this chip. You understand? So don't take this chip. All this leading back into the economy collapse so they can make the microchip mandatory. And this microchip already in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. It is known as electronic monitoring. Right? And last year, mid-November, they start using it on prisoners as a electronic monitoring bracelet, right? This when I had in the newspaper last year, 2018, and they was to start using it by mid-November 2018. It was last year, right? And they said have the capacity to hold over I think to hold 2,000, but they can start off with 300 because they said the prison is overpopulated. You understand? Overpopulated with who? You Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. So they said they can start with 300 for now and test the water because they're testing this tracking device system, which is the RFID technology, which can be the new monetary system worldwide. See what's going on in Sweden and different parts of Europe. We see in the UK now they're telling the employee they gotta get chipped. And don't be surprised Trump telling workers, these federal workers, these government workers, y'all want to come back to your job, y'all want to get paid, y'all got to take a chip because we don't deal with cash again. We can put it, we can use digital money. So y'all want back your tax refund, right? Take the chip and we put it money on your chip. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they come out in the news. You understand? So this is what about to happen. All hell about to break loose in this place, right? Great famine coming to this place, death and destruction. You understand? This will come into this place, but the elect they're gonna be taken care of. The men you love gonna be taken care of. You understand? They're gonna be taken care of, right? This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple one, will he love simplicity and scorn delight in their scorning and fool hate knowledge? Yeah. How long, the most I say, how long y'all gonna be simple? How long y'all gonna be foolish? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. How long tutorial y'all? How long y'all gonna be foolish? He said, turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. And the most I know right now, how? Through his men that he set up to do it. The Most High speaking through these vessels that He set up, these prophets. Start with our beloved Elder Apostle Tahar. He's the head of the church. He's the head of all the church across the globe. You understand? Right? 124. Because I have called, he said, 124. Because I have called and he refused, I have stretched out my hands and no man regarded. So how we call him? Through these men that he set up. The Most High he speak to the prophets. You get that? Right? Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Most High he speak to the prophets. Right? This is Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. So the Most High see he spoken by the prophets, right? Hosea 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets and have multiplied vision and used similitude by the ministry of the prophets. You understand? Proverbs 1 and 24. He said, because I have called and he refused, I have stretched out my hands and no man regarded. But he has set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproofs. So they set at naught all the Most High counsel. So the Most High can bring judgment on them. You understand? He's going to bring judgment on these wicked Babylonians, these Israelites. Right? These wicked Babylonians. Right? He said, verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So the men are being a laugh when this economy collapse. Right? We're going to laugh at you when you die from hunger. Because you didn't take heed. You didn't take heed. You understand? You didn't listen to what the Lord said. Because we at war. And our enemy coming to get us. But the Most High can defend the men that take heed and turn back unto him. The men, women, and children are going to be taken care of. The so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American Indians, and the countries in the face. Men, women, and children, the Most High can take care of them. The ones who turn back unto him, which is the elect, the 144,000, and the 1/3 men and children. The Most High going to take care of them. You understand? But you niggas gonna be destroyed because you didn't take heed. You didn't take warning of the trumpet. Trumpet blowing and tell the enemy coming. But what you do? You continue jamming. You continue balancing. Right? You continue whining a bam bam. But we keep telling you the enemy coming. We keep telling the enemy coming. But you didn't take heed, so you're gonna be caught up in the net. Right? Right? He said, verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. So the Most High never answer when you are called, because you didn't take heed. Right? They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So you have to look for the prophets. Hey, that man is be right there, Curia by. That man is being Port of Spain by. That man is being Arriba by. That man is being San Fernando by. You have to seek. You have to seek for the men of the Lord, but you're not going to find them. Right? You have to look for the Lord, but you're not going to find them because the Most High can take his men off the street. Right? You understand? Verse 29. For that they hate knowledge. Yeah, you hate to know. You hate knowledge. Right? He said, for that they hate knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because the fear of the Lord is wisdom. Right? So y'all didn't choose wisdom. Y'all choose to continue being niggas. Right? Right? Verse 30. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways and be filled with their own devices. So you're going to eat the fruit of your own ways because your ways are evil. So this way you're going to eat evil. Right? So the Most High say, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own ways, and your ways, your fruit is your doing, your fruit is your deeds. So you're going to eat that. Right? And be filled with their own devices. For the turn away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely. So the elect will dwell safely. Because they hearken unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is our refuge. He's a place we can hide when the destruction comes. He's gonna protect the man, the Lord, and the sincere aquats and the children. Right? Their children are gonna be protected. You understand? It said, but whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. You understand? Because we in the time of evil. You see, these people don't even know the season they're in. We in the time of war, which is great evil. The word evil means sorrow and distress, misery, unhappy time. You understand? So hey, take heed, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans, and take heed. You understand? This which said, read this verse again, Proverbs 1 and 33. But whosoever hearken unto me, whosoever heareth the prophets, and take heed and put a house in order, get your house in order, me your body, your tabernacle, get in order, get yourself in order. You understand? Turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you are prince of the power. It's not no Trinidadian, it's not no nigger, it's not no African, it's like Israelite. You are prince of the power. You understand? You get yourself in order. You so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. Right? He said, but whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. They shall be quiet from the fear of evil because they listen to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They listen. Right? You understand? So take heed. Right? Yeah, take heed. Let me get this one. This is Psalm 37 verse 16. He said, a little that had right. He said, a little that a righteous man had is better than the riches of many wicked. For he said, for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord know the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. So the men the Lord is gonna be satisfied in the evil time. So like they're not gonna be ashamed, they're gonna be satisfied. So take heed. You understand? Take heed and repent. Because this economic collapse coming. It coming. You understand? It's gonna catch you niggas at a surprise. You gonna wake up and hear that lower inflation. Because what? It can catch you a surprise because it was never looking. It was never looking. It was all up into your flesh. You understand? The cares of the world was your number one priority. The cares of this world. You understand? Not knowing this world gonna be destroyed. This so-called white man rulership gonna be destroyed. Right? So take heed. Great death and destruction coming to this place. You understand? Take heed. Repent. This economy about to collapse. You understand? So hey, shalom to the Akim to the coming board. You know, to water for the support, to water for the precept. You know, the Akim bring out. To water. You know. Hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give more praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And a blessed salutation to the Akiyam, to the folk and the earth to push the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Shalak Rayom. La Mashpatiyam. La Mawad. La Babal.